What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here, and fucking welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 14 QPR career mode. So guys, this is the final episode of Season 2, and this is going to be a very, very interesting video. If you can notice by the tone in my voice, we could have a title contention on our hands. Now, Arsenal are only just shy of us in first place, and we still have a game in hand. We have our first match in today's episode against Chelsea, and then we have a match against Blackburn. If we can beat Chelsea, we can be title champions. How good does that sound? Champions. Even though we've won the FA Cup, we've won the Capital One Cup, can we take out the big one in our first season in the Premier League? Let's get straight and right into it. So, just to quickly recap before we go into this episode, we ended up winning the FA Cup in the last episode, obviously against Stoke City. Sorry, FA Cup, yeah. I thought I said Capital One. Or maybe I did, I don't know. We ended up winning 5-0, which was an absolute rout. Actually, we had 3 matches, Jesus. We ended up losing 1-0 to Tottenham, and then we ended up winning 3-0 over Liverpool. So, to start off the match against Chelsea, Oscar manages to start off the scoring, which is very disappointing just before half-time. And guys, I totally forgot to mention, we're versing our former player, Edison Cavani. So it's going to be very interesting to see. I wonder if he had the chance, if he was like through on goal, and he had the chance, if he scored, QPR would have a chance for their first title, or Chelsea could pick up, I don't even know where Chelsea are, I didn't even check, but Menes coming on the score, because I was like hammering at the Chelsea defense. If we can beat Chelsea here today, we only have to beat Sunderland to go for our title. We managed to whip it in, but unfortunately didn't amount to anything. Granero on the ball. Now, I did actually have to do my quick substitution earlier on, Menes and Gomez coming off the bench for Sergio and Immobile, because we ended up winning 5-0 over Stoke, and that was only a couple of days ago, so my players are really still knackered. But Danny Welbeck running down the wing, trying to whip it in, but the Chelsea defense is too strong. Aga coming up the pitch, trying to create something for the lads. Managed to go back, Aga with the header. Granero on the ball, finds Sergio, back to Granero, and manages to trip over. We do have a free kick here with Granero, finds Traore, trying to get something for the lads. Sergio with the finesse, but a fantastic save there by the Chelsea goalkeeper. And guys, we lost 1-0. And there goes our Premier League title hopes. But guys, as I said from day dot, our main objective was to try and get into the top 4. And it doesn't matter even if we do win this match and we do draw with Arsenal. They beat us on aggregate. But if we win, we have to beat them more than 5-0. 5-0 is the task at hand, guys. And we could have our first Premier League title. So, let's get into it. Just before I forget, we do have the squad report at the end of the episode, and we do show how the other leagues shape up around the world. So with that loss at Chelsea, it really did put us in jeopardy for the match against Sunderland. For us to gain the Champions title, we had to beat Sunderland 6-0. Now, we conceded in the 12th minute against Sunderland, which is absolutely embarrassing. So, you can see what way this episode is going. But we do manage to receive a free kick and a pretty dangerous situation. Diego there whipping in a fantastic free kick. Unfortunately, just goes wide. Sergio Aguero tries to find Immobile. Junior Hoilett hits it on the volley. But unfortunately, the Black Cats goalkeeper was too strong. Immobile through on goal. Unfortunately, the fantastic... He hit that so well. Unfortunately, it just went wide. We do get another free kick, but this one's just a little bit further out. Diego having another good shot, but unfortunately just goes wide. After half-time, just before the 60th minute, we're trying to get another one back. We're 1-0 against Sunderland, and at this point in time, there's no way in hell that we're going to win 6. We're not going to score 6 goals. And Traore manages to cut back inside, but a well-saved shot. So I don't know what happened to the goalkeepers in this fucking episode. They started playing so well. But we do manage to restore some integrity in the 90th minute, trying to bring points again, getting points against the Black Cats. A nice little cut back in for Menez to send through another goal for us. So my main objective for this campaign was to get into the top 4. And we have accomplished that. And you guys will actually finally see where we end up in the Premier League. So, here we go, guys. Arsenal officially win the Premier League. They had a fantastic season. Well done to them. We get 19 million for finishing second place. Now, I don't think that's it's not entirely realistic. I mean, yeah, I think it's realistic that we finished top 2. We didn't have Champions League football. We had the squad depth. I always go on about this. We have the squad depth compared to most other sides in the top 4. Just look how many players that are worth over like 10 million just there. Obviously, Diouf was a disappointment. I was really looking forward to play with him, but unfortunately the game did glitch. And yeah, but we did our objectives. We qualified for champions, and the domestic cup wanted us. Well, in the domestic cup run, they wanted us to qualify. We ended up winning. So we do have some potential job offerings here. Everton, Liverpool, to the 2 Merseysides, Tottenham Hotspur and Everton. But that's how the top 4 ended up. Manchester United and Manchester City are getting Champions League football next season, and Chelsea are getting Europa. Unfortunately, Spurs and Liverpool didn't end up in the top 5. But the top goal scorer of the Barclays Premier League is Wayne Rooney with 26 goals, followed by Edison Cavani with 20. So I would have been disappointed if he actually got the top goal scorer. But Julius Caesar, apparently his form is bad, so I don't know how that was alright. But yeah, we're going to be going through the squad report. But guys, make sure to leave a like on this video to support my channel, support the ending of this season. I am going to do Season 3 of the QPR career mode, so stay tuned for that. Musacchio's gone up a +2, our pre-contract player. Yonga's gone up a +2. Sebastian Rode, fantastic, solid centre defensive mid, even though he only picked up 2 goals and 5 assists. I had him really playing deep, and I can see him being a Bastian Schweinsteiger in a couple of years. Danny Welbeck went up a +1. Even though he played most of the season on the wing, he still picked up 18 goals. Diego is actually going down in stats, even though he went up an entire 1. Immobile only playing 19 goals for QPR, ended up picking 9 goals. Sergio Aguero, 21 games played, scored 12 goals. He's going up in stats. Menez, fantastic. Gomez coming off the bench many a time as well. Frederick Sorensen had a couple of spells at Stoke City. Matt Phillips went up a +2. Granero, when he played absolutely well. Trulilio went up a +1. Good to see. He's worth a little bit more, and he played 2 matches. And we have some really good, like some of the youth players here. Mark Krisnorp's gone up a couple. Bentalab did score. So did Marco. I'm not really too sure about Marcos Lopez. We haven't really given him that much a chance to sign. He's still young. So, yeah, I would have liked to give him more, but hey, what are you going to do? So, unfortunately, guys, for Crystal Palace, Leicester City, and Wigan Athletic are going to be relegated. And, yeah, so we did end up winning the FA Cup 5-1. So, I'm really happy with the achievement that QPR have done this season. Juventus ended up winning the Coppa Euro over their Serie A League rivals, Serie A League, and Real Madrid actually won the Champions League 3-2 over Juventus. And actually Manchester United last season actually got into the Champions League final and lost against Juventus. So Juventus have a really strong team. It'll be interesting to to manage them. So we're going to be going through the other standings. Salzburg ends up winning the Austrian League. What else have we got here? Copenhagen ended up winning the Danish League. PSG ended up winning the League One, followed by Saint Etienne, Bordeaux and Marseille. Bayern Munich ended up winning the Bundesliga. Borussia Dortmund ended up coming second. And without a doubt, Juventus was going to lead the Serie A only by 1 point, followed by Milan, Ajax or Ajax, if you want to pronounce it, ended up winning the Dutch League. Benfica ended up winning the Portuguese League. Zenit ended up winning the Russian League. FC Barcelona ended up winning the league at BBVA. Followed Valencia in second, really. Followed by Real Madrid by 1 point. Followed by then Atletico and Real Sociedad. So, it's very interesting to see how the league's shaped up. But we're going to be going through the top goal scorers of our club. And it was Danny Welbeck on 15 goals, followed by Diego on 9, Immobile on 8, Gomez on 7, and Sergio Aguero on 5. Junior Hoilett on 4, Daniel Agger on 3, which is quite surprising. Diego got the most amount of assists, and Daniel Agger picked up 4 yellow cards. And no red card was given out for QPR this season. Absolutely fantastic. But mind you, I don't really concede red cards all that too often. And I was very interested to see how Rémy and Adel Taarabt went in their season. Obviously, I only could see the Champions League run they had. But, yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Rémy only had 6 appearances, didn't even very much the same boat as... Taarabt had 9 games. Taarabt had 6, Rémy had 9, and they both didn't score a goal. Nor did they score an assist. But the player of the year announced and the manager, and it's gone to Arsene Wenger, which I think is absolutely bullshit. Undoubt best player of the year was Wayne Rooney, winning the Golden Boot by a golf in class. But that is bullshit. I deserved to get manager of the season. I brought a club up from the championship. We ended up coming second. When we were estimated, my personal estimate was between 8th and 6th before we did those massive signings. We've qualified for Champions League and we won the FA and Capital One Cup. But no, Arsene Wenger, who ended up winning the league. Fucking bullshit. But now, speaking of winning the league, in the next season, I sound real bitter. I'm not. I'm real happy. But it's just a shitty, biased award. And our objective is to win the league. So this is what we're going to be looking for at the start of next season. We have a shit ton of money. I'm pretty sure the objectives change here now. It obviously... Yeah. So, how ridiculous is that? The QPR board want us to win the Champions League in our first season of it. That is absolutely ridiculous that they want us to do that. We're only just qualified. We're lucky to get out of the group stage for next year. But guys, I just want to take a moment to thank every single one of you who have liked the video, you have favorited the video, you have subscribed, or if you subscribed because of this series, I thank you. My subscribers are absolutely fantastic, and I appreciate every single one of you. So we are coming to the end of Season 2 of the QPR Career Mode. I can't thank you guys for the crazy amount of support you've been giving me on this video. So, once again, guys, thank you very much for watching. Season 3 will be out very, very shortly. And make sure to go and have a fantastic rest of your day. We only just lost out of the title, but I'm really happy that we won FA and Capital One. And we got Champions League football for next season. So, look forward to that, guys. And I'll see you guys very soon.